Da Nang and Hoi An are around an hour apart by road, so it is tempting to stay in one and simply visit the other. But where you stay changes the entire rhythm of the trip. So which one should you choose? I'm comparing the 7 differences that actually affected our stay before showing you what I would do with 2 nights, 5 nights, or a full week. The first difference is the kind of experience each place gives you. Hoi An makes a strong first impression. The yellow buildings, lanterns, narrow streets, and river make the old town feel warm, cozy, and especially romantic in the evening. Hoi An was an international trading port from the 15th to the 19th century, and its streets and buildings still reflect that commercial history. Da Nang takes longer to understand the city. It is a much larger, more modern coastal city, with wide roads, newer buildings, and very different neighborhoods. It did not give me the traditional image of Vietnam many visitors might expect. But after exploring beyond the beachfront, I would not call it soulless. It offered a more modern side of the country and gradually gives you more than you may expect. Getting around is where the difference becomes much more practical. We stayed only a few minutes outside Hoi An's old town. We could walk to the streets, cafes, and riverside, while remaining far enough from the busiest streets to sleep properly. Near the center, transport is optional for much of your stay. The beach and countryside are farther away, but the main old town experience happens on foot. In Da Nang, individual neighborhoods are walkable, but the city's main areas and attractions are spread out. We did not rent a scooter, so we walked locally and used Grab for longer distances. It was inexpensive and convenient, but transport still became part of our daily planning. In Da Nang, decide what you want nearby: the beach, restaurants, or easier access to the city. Close to the bar streets, check recent reviews for noise. The next question is what your days can actually look like. I thought Da Nang might mainly be a convenient beach stop. Only after listing everything we did and could have done did I realize how much there is around the city. We went surfing, explored Sontra Peninsula and the Lady Buddha, spent a day at Bana Hills and walked through different neighborhoods. Marble Mountains are also nearby, while the beach makes slower days easy. My first surfing lesson was one of my favorite experiences here and one of the main reasons I would return. We did not visit An Bang beach near Hoi An, so I cannot honestly compare the beaches. But staying in Da Nang made the beach part of daily life rather than another outing to organize. We visited in mid-March, which is not considered the rainy season in central Vietnam and is usually one of the better periods to visit. Even so, we had genuinely rainy weather during that week, and conditions could change quite quickly. So I would keep the itinerary flexible rather than assuming every beach day will be sunny. Hoi An has less geographical variety, but many experiences feel very unique. We visited historic houses and temples, saw the Japanese bridge, learned about seasonal flooding, tried a woodworking class, and joined the famous coconut basket boats. The coconut boats are very touristy, but also genuinely fun. Hoi An gave us more activities that felt tied to that particular place. Da Nang gave us more different ways to fill a day. The evenings are where Hoi An feels most distinctive. Lanterns come on, boats fill the river, and the canal becomes much busier. It feels romantic and lively, although so many people in a small area can become tiring. One of our best evenings was Tech Dar, a Vietnamese bamboo circus at the Hoi An Loon Center. It combines acrobatics, bamboo props, and live music, so it felt more like a theatrical performance than the kind of circus I had expected. We could not record it, but it was one of the most impressive shows of our trip. Book ahead because performances can sell out. I will leave the link in the description. Da Nang's evenings were less distinctive, but gave us more choice. Busy restaurant streets, the beach at night, or quieter neighborhoods. We could choose how lively we wanted the evening to feel. I would not choose between these places based only on accommodation, but where you stay will affect the experience. From 3 places we personally booked, Da Nang gave us more space and comfort for the price, including apartment-style rooms with living space and washing machines. It felt easier to find somewhere suitable for a longer stay. In Hoi An, I would stay just outside the busiest part of the old town again. We could walk everywhere, but still sleep away from the main crowds. Our inexpensive room was disappointing in quality, so I would check recent reviews rather than simply choosing the cheapest walkable option. In Da Nang, first decide whether you want the beach, restaurants, or easier access to the rest of the city nearby. And if you stay close to the bar streets, check reviews carefully for noise. When it came to food and coffee, our overall experience was better in Da Nang. We personally ate better in Da Nang with more variety and many coffee shops, but we also spent twice as many nights here, so it was not an equal comparison. We returned twice for one of the best salted coffees we had in Vietnam. I will add the cafe in the description. Our meals in Hoi An were fairly average, which may simply have been bad luck. The cozy cafes and riverside settings stood out more. Tailoring is also a much bigger part of Hoi An than I expected. The number of shops can feel overwhelming, but for many travelers, this is one of the main reasons to stay here rather than visit for only one evening. I was not planning to order anything from scratch. I tried on a few dresses that were already finished, paid exactly $150 for 3 dresses, which felt very affordable for the quality of the materials that you're getting. Shopping still dominates more of the old town than I expected. Sometimes it felt like an open-air shopping district inside beautiful historic architecture. I don't particularly enjoy shopping, but somehow I still left with 3 dresses. And finally, the amount of space changes how long I would stay in each place. Hoi An puts a lot of atmosphere into a small area. That works well for a short visit, but the old town can feel crowded in the evening. 2 nights left me wanting one slower day. But I also think a full week around the old town would have become tiring for me. Da Nang spreads people across a much larger city. It takes longer to get around, but there is a better middle ground between busy and empty, with more reasons to stay longer. Hoi An gave us more atmosphere in 2 nights. Da Nang gave us more space and flexibility. So, where should you actually stay? With only 2 nights, I would choose Hoi An for a first visit if I wanted the most distinctive experience quickly. It is easy to explore on foot in both a quieter morning and lantern-filled evening. I would choose Da Nang instead if the beach, surfing, airport access, or a comfortable apartment mattered more. From there, I would visit Hoi An from late afternoon until the evening. With 4 or 5 days, I would not choose. I would spend around 3 nights in Da Nang and 2 in Hoi An. With a full week, I would choose 4 nights in Da Nang and 3 in Hoi An. Da Nang is also a convenient connection point for Hue. You can travel there by train through the Hue Hai Van Pass or turn the road journey into part of the experience with a motorbike. I would treat Hue as a 1 or 2 night addition rather than trying to squeeze the city into a rush day trip. Choose Hoi An if you want a short atmospheric stay, romantic evenings, and the convenience of walking almost everywhere. Choose Da Nang for the beach, more space, and a longer stay. It may also suit families or travelers prioritizing flexibility, although you should expect to use Grab or a scooter. And if you have at least 4 to 5 nights, stay in both. They're close together, but they do not give you the same trip. I would happily return to either, but Hoi An is where I would go for a short escape, while Da Nang is where I could imagine staying much longer. Which one would you choose? Da Nang, Hoi An, or both? Tell me in the comments below. And if you're still deciding how to fit Central Vietnam into your route, I will leave my realistic 1 to 4 week Vietnam itinerary on the screen. See you in the next one!